Vacant spaces do more than hurt the look of your main street. They shape public perception, limit business growth, and make it harder to attract new investment. Tackling vacancies is one of the most critical economic development strategies a Main Street program can undertake. But it's important to remember, it's not the Main Street director's job to fill every storefront directly. Your role is to create the conditions through streetscape improvements, business-friendly policies, marketing, and strong partnerships that make it easier for vacancies to be noticed, leased, and filled quickly when the right opportunity arises. In this video, we'll talk about how to build relationships with property owners, foster a culture of collaboration, and support business attraction strategies that align with your district's identity. You'll learn how to activate empty buildings in ways that bring energy and visibility back into the core of your community. We'll also introduce a simple readiness screening tool to help you focus your efforts on properties and prospects with real potential, so your time is spent where it matters most. Why vacant space work matters. Empty storefronts can signal a lack of momentum, even if there's great work happening behind the scenes. Each vacancy is a missed opportunity, not just for tax revenue or foot traffic, but for community life. But filling these spaces doesn't mean rushing to lease them out to anyone. It's about matching the right kind of use to the right location and working with people who are genuinely ready to invest, whether they're developers, landlords, or entrepreneurs. A good match creates lasting impact. A bad one can set you back. Start with property owner outreach. Begin by identifying who owns the vacant properties in your district. Some owners may be local and eager to engage. Others may live out of town, rarely visit, or be hard to reach. Regardless of who they are, the first step is simple: build the relationship. Introduce yourself without an agenda. Explain what your Main Street program does, share your goals for the district, and ask open-ended questions. Are they actively trying to lease or sell? Are they waiting for a specific tenant? Would they consider a temporary activation to bring attention to the space? But take this to heart. This process takes time. Establishing trust and rapport is essential and cannot be rushed, no matter how much pressure your program is under to fill empty storefronts. Property owners may be wary, particularly if they had bad experiences or are skeptical of outside input. Some landlords are simply private or have strong personalities and may not easily take advice from others. That's why the most important early investment isn't a flashy pitch or aggressive recruitment effort. It's the relationship. When owners see that you're consistent, respectful, and genuinely interested in helping the district thrive, real opportunities start to emerge. As you engage, begin to track key information. Build a basic property inventory that includes the owner's contact information, current vacancy status, lease terms if known, active utility status, and notes on prior tenants or listing history. Over time, this will help you spot patterns, such as buildings that remain vacant due to infrastructure issues or clusters of vacancies in one part of the district, and tailor your strategy accordingly. Attracting the right business. You don't need to chase national chains to fill your Main Street. Focus on what will serve your community and complement your existing mix. Some districts grow by adding dining and nightlife options. Others see success by attracting neighborhood-serving uses like fitness studios, wellness services, or childcare. Let local data and on-the-ground observations guide your business recruitment strategy. If you can demonstrate unmet demand in a specific category, like a lack of lunch options or personal services, it makes your pitch more compelling. Prepare a simple one-pager for prospective businesses that includes space availability, key demographics, foot traffic patterns, if available, and any incentive programs or permitting support. And remember, not every space will go to your ideal match. Despite your best efforts, an unexpected business may move into a space you had mentally earmarked for something else. That's okay, and it's totally normal. Commercial real estate moves quickly, and property owners ultimately choose tenants based on timing, financing, and relationships. Don't let one mismatch discourage you. Keep the businesses you're cultivating engaged. A better opportunity may be right around the corner, and your steady support will help them be ready when it arrives. Making use of space in the interim. Sometimes a space isn't ready for a permanent tenant. In those cases, temporary activations can make a real difference. Pop-ups, short-term art displays, window treatments, or community events can give a space visibility and show what's possible. Work closely with property owners on these efforts. This will be easier with an established rapport. Make sure you address insurance, liability, and basic safety concerns up front. Temporary uses can also be a trial run for future tenants or a way to bring stakeholders into the planning process. You can also collaborate with property owners to install temporary window displays that highlight the district's vision. This might include renderings of future streetscape improvements, before and after photos from nearby projects, or a wish list of desired business types to spark community imagination and interest. Assessing readiness before you commit time. Not every opportunity is viable, and your time is limited. That's why we recommend creating a readiness tool. This is a simple checklist or internal guide to help assess whether a space or a potential tenant is worth prioritizing. For buildings, the tool might help you evaluate if utilities are active, if the space is code compliant, and whether the owner has realistic expectations about rent or renovations. For prospective tenants, it might include whether the business has a clear plan, enough capital, and an understanding of permitting and licensing requirements. This isn't about gatekeeping. It's about saving time and energy. A readiness tool helps you avoid chasing leads that aren't going anywhere. It also allows you to offer referrals or support to people who aren't quite ready yet, but could be with a little guidance. Working closely with a trusted commercial real estate advisor can be a big asset when creating or refining this tool. A local broker will have insights into lease rates, zoning restrictions and any pending changes, absorption trends, and who's actively looking for space. They can also help you reality test your assumptions and avoid spending energy on deals unlikely to materialize. This approach helps ensure you're directing your efforts toward the most promising opportunities while building credibility with both landlords and prospective tenants. In closing, reducing vacancy is not about quick wins. It's about building the right relationships, asking the right questions, and making sure each match brings long-term value to your district. This week, choose 2 or 3 vacant properties in your district and reach out to the owners if you haven't already. Start updating your inventory with what you learn. Then, draft a first version of a readiness checklist, something simple you can use to stay focused when opportunities start to come in.